Good afternoon. I'm Jack Wells for the Local Live. We are here at Iona College for the John Kasich Town Hall. Iona College students as well as John Kasich supporters are here. Kasich is looking to redeem himself and make a comeback in this election.
You know, I talk about my record. You know why I do that? Because I think that if a politician's lips are moving, they must be lying. So the best thing I can do is tell you what I've done so you can check it out. Not tell you what I'm going to do. I mean, that's just talk.
On Saturday, April 9th, Iona College hosted the governor of Ohio's first presidential campaign visit to Westchester County. Kasich engaged a crowd of over 600 supporters by sharing his personal experiences of growing up in a blue-collar immigrant family. He learned to be independent and not to take no as an answer. His 20-minute meeting with President Richard Nixon as a college freshman proved that.
And I wrote a letter to the president, basically inviting myself to a meeting at the White House. And I get to the White House gate, I check in, go through security, and I find myself sitting on a little bench just outside the Oval Office. And a guy walks up to me and he says, "Young man, you're going to get 5 minutes alone with the President of the United States in the Oval Office." I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I got a new jacket, new shirt, new tie, and new pants. I didn't come all this way for 5 lousy minutes. You're out of luck.
Minutes before the town hall began, we met with Paul Morris, a resident from White Plains. He never imagined that his question on autism would be the first to be answered by Kasich and how he would affect the audience.
Are you on that spectrum?
Yes.
Now, what do we do for a guy that has the courage to ask a question like that who's on the spectrum? Huh? Okay. Want a hug? Yeah, okay.
Why do Kasich supporters think he's the best candidate for the Republican Party?
He's a reasonable guy. I think he's the most reasonable of the presidential candidates that are out there. As a moderate Republican, I like him a lot. I think we have people too extreme on both sides here. There are some clowns to the left of us and jokers to the right. I think we're in the middle with John Kasich.
Well, he's the only, I'd say, moderate Republican left. He's a fiscal conservative. He's strong on defense issues, and he believes in climate change. He also wants to fix our immigration system. So if you compare him to Cruz or Trump, I think for most Republicans in Westchester, he's the right choice.
The national debt clock was hard to miss as the numbers kept rising every second, revealing Kasich's call for fiscal action.
Never mention Bernie or Hillary. They want free everything. But do you realize what those numbers will be with all the free stuff? They want to raise that thing to 30 trillion? You got to be kidding me. Nobody will be working. And by the way, we'll not only get the budget balanced and change the regulation and cut the taxes, but we'll fix Social Security. We'll get the border situation under control. We'll rebuild our defenses all in 100 days.
Despite being in third place in the Republican race and only one primary win under his belt, his determination to keep going has touched his supporters.
It was absolutely amazing. He was very moving, and I think he's going to make a big impact.
He gives our kids a message as to never give up, no matter what.
You want to be great in America? You're great in America when you believe that together we can change the world. Not that the world is going to hell.
In order for John Kasich to be the Republican nominee, his only option is to win at the Republican convention in Ohio this July. He is counting on a contested convention as no candidate has the mandatory amount of delegates needed to win yet. At the town hall, Kasich noted at past contested conventions the frontrunner became the nominee only 3 times, and that's why he has not dropped out of the race yet. Whether you're a Kasich supporter or not, remember to cast your vote and make your voice heard on April 19th. For the Local Live, I'm Jack Wells.